Welcome everyone to this week's Yoga Amazing video podcast. I am Chaz, I am your host, and welcome back to another edition of this podcast that, this is for you. So what are we going to be doing this week? Well, that's right, yoga for bodybuilders. Here's that. No, I don't look like a bodybuilder. But I'm as strong as a bodybuilder. The deceptively small frame on me. It's amazing what yoga can do for your body and strength. So let's get right into this email. This one comes in from George and from Jacob. Now these have been requested a while back, and now I'm going to be doing it. So we're going to be doing a series of poses that are going to help you if you're a bodybuilder, because a lot of times when you get into your shoulders and your arms, actually my cousin came to my yoga class for a while, and his flexibility was so low because he was so bulked up, because his muscles were tight in his shoulders and in his legs, and he has lower back pain. So, he would come to class and I was amazed at how bulked up he was, but he had no flexibility. So we're going to be working on helping give more flexibility to those people who like doing bodybuilding. But of course, just like everything else, it's going to help all of us. So George and Jacob, thank you very much. I know you guys have been very patient and waiting for this one. So this one's for you guys. And remember, if you have an idea for an upcoming podcast, it's real easy. Send it to me, chaz@yogamazing.com, and I'll create a podcast just for you that benefits us all. So everyone, please visit the yogamazing.com website. You know the whole story. Take the survey. Let's get started with today's class. Remember, as we do this, that's right, breathe, relax, and have fun. And if you feel like doing this, you can do that as well in this edition of the Yoga Amazing video podcast. Let's get started. Open up your knees and drop yourself into child's pose. Stretch it out, forehead to the floor. Start to deepen your breath. Remember, big inhales, big exhales through the nose, expanding the chest and lungs. Remember, as you inhale, hollow the throat, expanding the chest and lungs. And as you exhale, completely release the breath back through the throat, through the nose. Big inhales, big exhales. The breath becomes our timekeeper for the asanas, allows us to open and deepen. So allow the prana to fill your body, to bring the poses to life, to bring your body to life, to allow your mind to relax, but allow yourself to become fully aware and awake. From here, let's bring ourselves up. Stick our toes into the mat, and of course, down dog. Always got to do some down dogs. So remember to flatten your palms, spread your fingers, bend your knees slightly, and push back. Remember, we don't want to do this. We don't want to do an upper push-up, okay? That's very important. You want to push back, sliding board spine. Bend your knees slightly, and then root the heels down, because a lot of times people straighten their legs, and watch what happens if I do. I push myself forward. And that's what most of the people are going to do. So you got to push back, keep the heels up off the floor, then root the heels down as best as you can. And remember, my favorite line is to say that, if your heels don't touch the floor, well, then your heels just don't touch the floor. No big deal. So deepen the breath and just sink it in here. Again, spread your fingers, root the index fingers and the thumbs more. Hide the heels behind the feet, long neck, deep breath. Slowly release, drop to your knees, sit on your heels. Interlock your fingers behind your back, roll the heart open, and as you exhale, bring your forehead forward, bring the arms up and over. And then slowly release, bring yourself up, arms up, hands to the chest, and then take your hands forward, and then we take them right back into down dog. Again, we're going to do 2 of these. Again, deepen the breath. Sink it in a little bit deeper. Imagine yourself opening into the pose. So if you've done many down dogs, if you're a regular practitioner of yoga, you have to think about every time you do it of not doing it the same. Coming into a down dog should be like seeing a flower for the very first time through a child's eyes. You have to enable yourself to rediscover it every time. I know that's not easy, but allow yourself to be completely present with the pose, and that's what you're doing. And then slowly release back down to the knees. Again, sit on the heels. Same thing, interlock the fingers behind the back. Roll the heart open. Exhale, up and over. And then slowly come up. Bring the arms up. And then into the chest, slide the hands forward, taking it back into down dog. Working into a little bit of hips now. Let's bring the right leg into the air, roll that hip open. Let's get the hips. Everybody's hips get tight, even bodybuilders. So let's lift into the heart, get the extension, and then lay it out. And again, breathe, relax, stretch yourself out completely on the floor. I'll stay up just so you can hear me. But extend. Remember, don't drop your right buttock down. Square your body. Remember, as you inhale, you expand, and as you exhale, you deepen and sink evenly. And then let's slowly release. Go back to down dog. And let's bring the left leg into the air again. Roll the hip, push back. Left knee forward. Lift into the heart. And then lay it out. Again, all the way. Again, I'll bring myself up so you can hear me talk. So remember, do not lean to the left buttock. With each inhale, you expand. As you exhale, you deepen and melt evenly into your mat, into the floor. Allow your whole body to just relax. Don't push into either arm. Completely relax. A lot of times, anything that's involved in the hips, people tend to tense up. You've got to learn to let go. And especially if you're doing bodybuilding, your whole body is already tight. You've got to just relax. Allow your body to completely be free, so you can gain more flexibility within yourself through the poses. You just have to let go. Surrender, maybe that's a better word. Surrender yourself. Do not allow the ego to come into play. And then let's take it back to down dog. Now from here, for people who want to do some strength building, we're going to do a little strength building as well in this podcast today. So we're going to hold it for 5 breaths. We're going to do an upper push-up, a chaturanga, a few inches off the floor. And it's all about upper body strength. So if you're already into bodybuilding, this will challenge you as well. If you're not, this will challenge you as well. It's not an easy ride for either one of us. So from here, everybody, let's bring it up to an upper push-up. Inhale. And then as you exhale, drop it straight to the floor for 5. Remember, 4 upper arms parallel to the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Push it back. Down dog. You want some upper body strength, folks. That's the one to do right there. Chaturanga is, it's a challenge. Love doing them. They're a challenge. You can't hide, cannot hide. Remember, when you're in that position, making sure that you don't have cricket elbows, which I mean that they're bent. You want to make sure that the upper arm is parallel to the floor as best as you can. And again, one more, everyone. Upper push-up. And then take it down parallel to the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down dog. Push it back. And then slowly drop to your knees. Let's go to child's pose. And let's just stretch it out. Let's get a nice little stretch here. And slowly bring yourself up. I'll turn in an angle. Now, again, one more strength training, because one wanted some poses for bodybuilding, the other gentleman wanted some poses for strength training. So I never fail when I do these poses. So we're going to do chaturanga, which we just did, and now we're going to do the crow pose, a very intense, challenging posture, again, upper body strength. So a little bit of strength training, and as well as a little bit of poses that will be beneficial for helping you to gain more flexibility if you are a bodybuilder. So now when we're doing a crow pose, remember, it's all about the pose, understanding the pose. So we want to make sure that our hands aren't on the outside, the hands are on the inside. And that you squeeze your arms to the legs, legs to the arm. And right now, if you see what I'm doing on the side, you notice all the weight are in my feet. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer the weight from my feet to my hands. And I'm going to squeeze my arms to my legs, legs to my arms. I build a shelf with my upper arm, and I just lift my feet off the floor. And some people are scared to do this, but I'm like, do you realize you're only, 12 inches off the floor? If you fall, you're right there. So this is a great pose if you have some fear. This is to challenge yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just rock forward, build my shelf in my upper arms, watch my elbows and wrists get into alignment. There they are. There's my shelf. I can bring up my toes, and there I am. And then release. We're doing 2 of these, okay? You got your general idea. So remember, it's all about transferring the weight. It's all about alignment. If some of the people in my class who do this, they get to a point and see their arms are still in an angle back, and they keep going, well, why can't I stay in it? Why do I keep falling out? I'm like, you have to get in the pose. You have to get the alignment. So it's very important that you get this arm vertical, this part of the arm vertical, as the upper arm becomes the shelf. So let's do this again. And all you got to do is watch. I transfer the weight from my feet to my hands, come up on my tiptoes, squeeze arms into legs, legs into arms, get my forearms vertical, build my shelf in the upper arms, and I just lift off. You can do one toe at a time, however you want, and then breathe. And slowly release. Bring it into a squat. Now when you bring it into this squat, open your feet to the width of your mat, stick out your bum, your bottom, and like that. Squeeze your arms to your legs, legs to your arms. And fingertips to the floor. And we're going to roll it up vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. Now from here, let's open ourselves up to a wide spread, about 4 feet apart. We're going to be doing a couple of standing asanas to work on giving us flexibility in our legs. So from here, let's turn our right foot out, heel to heel alignment, right heel, left arch. We'll be doing a triangle. So from here, now remember, when you're doing triangle, a lot of people have a tendency to do this. Just, get the crunch. Remember, we want length through the ribs. We want to open ourselves up. We want length, extension. We don't want compression. So remember, everyone, let's bring the arms up. Now this big inhale, get the length. As I reach forward, my arm reaches back and my hips go back. So I get that extension. Notice, hips go back, arms reaching back, extending forward. Then I drop that hand down to the leg, gaze up at the arm in the air. Now the arm that's on this leg, don't lay into this. Remember, you want to open yourself up. Deepen the breath. The arm that's in the air should be light, keeping the body light off of the leg that's with this arm, with the arm that's on the leg. Spiral the thighs away from each other, deepen the breath. Slowly come up. Now from here, we're gonna rotate, hop that back leg in slightly, grab our elbows, lift into the heart. And as we exhale, our hips are squared up forward. We're going towards that knee. Now, I don't want you to round. If you need to, bend your knee a little bit to bring the chest to the thigh, like this. Then work on straightening it. And slowly come up, releasing the arms. Let's rotate to the other side. Same thing, triangle first. Inhale, get the extension, reach, and then the hips go back, get the length. See, disco move right here, reach, hips back. Grab the leg, arm into the air, tuck the tailbone, gaze up, deepen the breath. Spiral the thighs away from each other, the arm in the air, light arm on that left, on the leg, light as well, so that you feel yourself lifting. You don't feel yourself laying into that leg, like you're holding onto it for dear life. And then we're gonna bring it up. Again, rotate, grab your elbows. Lift into the heart, square your hips up, and as you exhale, bow to the leg in front of you. Bend your knees so that your chest comes to your thighs. Then work on straightening the leg, deepening the breath as you look towards the foot. And slowly release. Come forward, release the arms, bring it into Tadasana, the mountain pose. Take a few breaths here. Feel your body alive, because you will feel it, I'm sure. I know I do. Now for this asana, I'll turn sideways so you can see what I'm going to do. So from here, arms into the air, big inhale. Exhale, interlock the fingers behind you. Inhale, lift into the heart. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips, bend the knee slightly, and bring it up and over. And then slowly release and bring it back into Tadasana, the mountain pose. And from here, bring the arms up. Exhale forward. Look up, lengthen. Walk you back to down dog. And drop to your knees, child's pose. Slowly from here, bring yourself up. Sit on your bottom, crisscross your legs, okay? Now from here, we're gonna do what's called Gomukhasana. So let's take our right knee over our left knee. Point your knees forward. Now, if you're a bodybuilder, I know that this might seem very intense. So do it the best that you can, okay? But try it. And from here, we're gonna X our arms. Remember, I'm opposite of you, so right over left, or if you can do whichever way you want. And then bend, twist, and then lift the arms straight up. Keep your breath deep, keep yourself focused. Pull the elbows down now. And slowly release. Let's do it the other side now. Take the left knee over the right. And again, if you're a bodybuilder, go do it the best that you can. I know you have your flexibility, but this is going to help you with your flexibility. Bend, twist, and lift. Keep your breath deep. Keep your focus through the breath. Allow the body to open through the breath. pull the elbows down. And then slowly release. Uncross your legs and just crisscross your legs. Grab a belt. If you've got a towel or a t-shirt, use that, whatever you can do. I'm going to keep the belt in my right hand, reach behind me with the left hand. Great for the shoulders. Great stretch for opening up in the shoulders. Big inhale. And as you exhale, pull with the right, pull with the left. Don't let the elbow point towards me. Pull up, pull down, roll the heart. Don't let the chin go down. Square up your chin, deepen the breath, gaze forward. And slowly release. Let's rotate, crisscross your legs the other way. And from here, same thing comes into the play. Pull with the left, pull with the right. Push that elbow straight to the ceiling, pull with the left, pull with the right. Point the elbow to the ceiling. Square your chin up, gaze forward, deepen the breath. And slowly release. Good. Now from here, just take your belt towel, move it to the side, and just give yourself a nice little swing here with your arms. Nice little stretch. And from here, let's just lie on our backs, and let's just take a breather now. So from here, I want you just to squeeze your legs in, give yourself a great big hug. And take your arms to a T, legs to your right as you look to your left. Back to the center, and legs to your left, look to the right. Back to the center, squeeze it in. And relax it into Shavasana, the resting pose. So for the next few minutes, allow yourself to completely surrender, hold on to nothing, allow the tension to just dissolve with the breath. Let's do a cleansing breath, 3 big breaths. So big inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. For the next few minutes, just allow your body to be completely at peace. Surrender yourself to the breath and just allow the beauty of yoga, the true strength of what yoga brings to you, is strength that it brings to you physically, mentally, and spiritually. Allow that strength to stay with you throughout the day and throughout your life, and to give this strength to someone who may need it. So relax and accept this gift. Take the peace and the strength and share it. Namaste.